Hello and welcome to Questioning Woke Psychotherapy. My name is Michael Dwan Herrick. I'm a psychotherapist and a life coach with over 40 years of experience, including 10 years of teaching students in a training program for psychotherapy. For the past few years, I've been concerned about how critical social justice theory is impacting the training of psychotherapists and the practice of psychotherapy. But only since this past summer did I work up the courage to begin speaking out about it. So far, I've posted 22 videos on the topic, including this one. If you've watched any of my other videos, you should have some sense of what my concerns are. Given my longevity in the field, I feel I have some useful perspectives to contribute. At the same time, I've been aware of what can happen to people who speak out and challenge the woke narrative and ideology. They can become targets of ad hominem attacks, have their reputations destroyed, and even lose their jobs. In other words, cancel culture is why I hesitated to speak up. So far, however, none of these things have happened to me, and I'm grateful. Since you decided to watch this video, I'm guessing there are several possible reasons why. Perhaps you're a psychotherapist who's encountered wokeness in your place of work or among your colleagues, and you have some concerns about it, but it doesn't feel safe to express this. Perhaps you're in a psychotherapy or counseling training program, and you've been uncomfortable with what you're being taught and how the classes are being conducted, like struggle sessions perhaps, but hesitate to raise any objections for fear of being singled out and jeopardizing your standing in your program. Maybe you are or have been a psychotherapy client and have encountered some elements of woke ideology with a therapist, something that made you feel uncomfortable and doubt that the therapist could be helpful for you. I've heard many stories of experiences related to all three of these circumstances. Have you ever considered telling your own story? For those of you who have considered it, I'd like to extend encouragement and an invitation. I offer this platform, my channel, as a place for you to speak out and tell your story. Understanding that you may feel this is a risky thing to do, I assure you that I would protect your anonymity to whatever degree you wish. There are a few ways that we could do this. We could have a conversation/interview via Zoom that I record and post. This could just be you and me straight up talking and recording both video and audio. Or it could be only audio with no visual images of you. You could identify yourself by name or use a pseudonym to protect your identity. Another option could be that you write out your story, leaving out any information that might identify yourself where your story took place. And I could read it out loud and include it in a video with other similar stories. You would have complete control over how we do this. That's the bottom line. You control it. In general, the critical social justice agenda has had a sweeping and profound impact on our culture and society, seeping into every major institution: education, the media, healthcare, including psychological care, corporations, and politics. It's gained power through the loud and demanding voices of a minority of those who subscribe to its ideology and the fear that they evoke in any who would dare to oppose them. While I believe that most of us would agree that social justice in principle is a noble cause, and that some woke ideas are valid and useful, many of us do not agree with the tenets of critical theory, which is the intellectual engine of woke. I believe that we need to speak up and tell our stories and offer our perspectives, and that the cost of not doing so will be greater than the potential cost of telling our truth. I have attempted to provide a rational critique of critical social justice ideology and woke psychotherapy on this channel. As important as I believe this is, I think personal stories involving direct experiences are more powerful and emotionally engaging. So I'm encouraging and inviting you to raise your voice and tell your story. And again, I understand there are reasons to hesitate. I also hesitated for a long time. It was finally seeing Leslie Elliott talk about her experiences with Antioch University that inspired me to take the leap. If you don't know about her, I recommend that you check her out, and I'll leave a link below to her YouTube channel that she calls Solid Ground. Also, if you're interested, she's posted her interview with me on her channel that you might like to see. It may be that your story will inspire someone else to speak up, like Leslie did for me, and our voices will grow until they're impossible to dismiss or ignore. That's my invitation and my hope. If you would like to take that step, I've included my email address below. Just send me an email and let me know what you would be comfortable enough doing. And I say comfortable enough because I think there's usually some degree of discomfort whenever we speak up in disagreement about things that really matter. So I thank you in advance for your courage to endure that discomfort. Maybe you don't have a story to tell, but you may know someone who does. In that case, please consider sharing this video with them so that they can have the opportunity to share it. Well, that's it. A short video this time, but I think I've said what I needed to say. I hope to hear from you. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and leave me a comment. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Bye for now.